This is an outstanding self-working card trick. They put their card back in the deck, they mix the cards, they deal the cards themselves, stop wherever they want, and they hit their card every single time. 100% bulletproof, works every time. Let's get into it. I've got a feeling that you're gonna really like this trick. This is super cool, and it looks totally impossible as well. So, we give the cards a bit of a mix, and then we're gonna have someone choose any card, so they can pick any card they want. So they pick this one, all right, which is the 7 of clubs, okay? Then they put it back wherever they want in the pack. So you can shuffle the cards like this. They can literally put it back and just throw it in wherever they want. And it's lost. No breaks, no trapdoors, nothing like that. We're really being as fair as possible. And the spectator can even mix the cards themselves. Okay, they give the cards a couple of cuts as well, mixing it up. So therefore, it makes finding their card absolutely impossible. And you say, okay, it's going to be difficult for me to find your card, so I think you need to give me a couple of chances, all right? I think it might be this, or this one. Might pick a joker, it might be throwing me off. Maybe this, maybe this, maybe this one. Okay, was it any of these? And they're going to say no. You say, okay, I'll tell you what, we'll try something else. You take the cards and you give them the cards and you say, I just want you to deal the cards down on the table, and whenever you want, whenever you feel the urge, you can just stop whenever you want. Now they've got a completely free choice at this point. They can stop wherever they want. Let's say they stop there, right? They stop at the 6. You say that's fine. Remember, you could have stopped absolutely anywhere now. But if we deal down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th card will be their selected card every single time. It is a super strong trick. It is a lot of fun to perform. You guys are gonna love this. Let's get into it. All right guys, let's get into the setup. And before we get into the setup, I just want you to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you think this trick is a banger, let me know. Write banger in the comments down below. You know you're supposed to do that anyway. Come on, you know what I want. So, little setup, very simple and easy to remember. You're gonna remove from the deck the 2, any 4, any 6, any 8, any 10, any queen, and the ace of spades, okay? These, you'll notice, go up in value of 2, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, queen, and then the ace is gonna represent 14 in this trick. Just go with it. So, to set the cards, you also need some cards to go between here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your ace down, then you're gonna put any card, not the queen of hearts. We'll get back to that in a second. I'll tell you why that's important later. So you've got the ace, then any card, then the queen, then any card, then the 10, then any card, then the 8, then any card, then the 6, then any card, then the 4, then any card, then the 2. And then on the bottom, I put the queen of hearts. Now, I'll tell you why I put the queen of hearts on the bottom. That's gonna get you out of a sticky situation. So make sure you watch until the end. Because otherwise, if you ignore that, the trick might go horribly wrong. Okay, so just trust me on this. Queen of hearts on the bottom. So ace, queen, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and then your queen of hearts. Okay, that's your setup. You're gonna take this, you're gonna put it on the bottom of the deck, and you are now ready to start the trick. So because you've got this sneaky little setup on the bottom of the deck, it's really best to give the cards a shuffle. Now you don't have to do this, but because we're using a setup, I'd strongly advise it. And to maintain the order of the deck, I'm using an in-jug shuffle here. Now, if you don't know an in-jug shuffle, I've just put together a free sleight of hand blueprint. It teaches 3 essential sleight of hand moves. One of them is this one, and 3 really powerful routines that go along with it. So if you want to learn the in-jug shuffle, I've put that in the pinned comment down below. It's completely free. Just go and sign up to it, and it'll help you learn this super quickly. So once you give the cards a shuffle, we've still got our setup on the bottom of the deck in order. We spread the cards out and we have somebody choose a card. So they can choose any card. Let's say they've got this one, 5 of diamonds. Gather the cards up, and all you're gonna do here is you're gonna shuffle the deck. So you're gonna start by shuffling from the top of the deck like this. You ask the spectator to say stop wherever they want. They'll say stop. Go nice and slowly because you don't wanna get into your setup here. And as soon as they say stop, you extend this hand, you have them put their card on top, And then your setup, which is on the bottom of this half, this is the original bottom half, that's just thrown on top. So you've now thrown your setup directly on top of their card. Now, this is the great part. You can actually have them cut the cards, single cuts only, no triples, right? Single cuts only, and if they single cut the cards, it will not disturb the cyclical order of the cards. So have them cut the cards a couple of times, and you say, right, this is totally impossible now. You've mixed the cards. I don't think it's going to be possible for me to find your card. You turn the cards face up. You briefly look through the cards like this as if you're looking for the card. Now, all you're looking for is the ace of spades. Remember, that was the first card of our stack. So I do this with the cards towards myself. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread through and I'm looking for the ace of spades. So again, I do this like this, but I'm looking for the ace of spades. The ace of spades is there. And all I do at that point is I'm going to cut the cards. Okay, so the ace of spades is in my right hand, and I'm going to put all these cards underneath these cards, like that. That has now brought your stack to the top of the deck. Now, you can actually go through the cards and remove any 5 cards. Now, you don't want to get into your stack here. Your stack's now on top of the deck here. You don't want to get into there. But what you do want to do is remove cards from near the face. So any 5 cards, and you're saying to the spectator, ooh, I think it's this, or I think it's this. Maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one, and maybe you pick the joker. So any 5, doesn't matter. And then you spread them out like that. You say, was it any one of these? And they're gonna say no. That's absolutely fine. What you're doing now is you're secretly using this to put these cards, you put these underneath the deck now, and these are gonna go on top of the deck. So now, you've just put 5 cards on top of your stack. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our stack starts. Remember the ace of spades. So now you say, actually, you're going to find your own card. What I'd like you to do, and you give them the cards, you say, I just want you to deal the cards on the table. So you have them deal the cards, and as they start dealing now, wait till they've dealt about 3, and you say, and any time you like, just stop. So they're going to deal the cards. Now you've got this huge 14 card stack here. What you're looking for is you want them to stop on one of your cards. Remember, we went queen, ace, queen, 10, 8, 6, 2. You're looking for them to stop on one of those cards, right? Now they've got a big stack to go through. They're going to deal, and when they stop, you have a look here. Now, if it's one of the cards, one of our sort of, you think of them as key cards, one of those key cards, if they stop on one, you can go straight into it. You say, stopped on a 6, that's great. Deal down 6 cards from this half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the spectator, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the selected card will be the 6th card. Okay. But I know what you're thinking. You're going, Matt, what if they don't? Yeah. What if they stop on one of the cards that isn't, one of your main cards? If they stop on one of these, like the 3, we know we've got 6, and we know we've got the 4 next, right, in our stack. So if you see that they don't stop on one of those cards, you use the next card. So you're just, okay, turn over the next card, and we're going to use that. And then they hit the 4, and then you say count the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they, again, hit their card. So it works like that. Now you're probably saying, Matt, what if? What if? I know you said this works every time, but what if they just keep dealing, right? And they go all the way through and they don't stop on one of those cards. You're thinking, I have friends that would do that, right? And I've got friends like that as well. So if they go through, now notice I've gone right the way through my stack here. That's why we put the Queen of Hearts there. Because now I know that all I need to do is to look down over these cards. I know I've gone past it. I know the bottom card of my stack was the Queen of Hearts. That's why I asked you to remember it. You know the card to the right of that is going to be their card. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the old circus card trick. So to get out of this, if it doesn't happen, and believe me, it doesn't happen a lot that they go through them all. It's a huge stack that they can hit from. But you say, okay, I think the next card I turn over is going to be yours. Let's bet a drink on it. Okay, and they think you're going to turn this one over, and you reach down, you take their card and flip it over. And that's how you get out of it. That's how it'll work every single time. If you like the trick, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already. Don't forget to let me know if you think it's a banger in the comments down below. And if you want to see my most viral tricks that I've ever put on this channel, check out this playlist next. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you soon in the next video.